What's up, Zoopsters? Welcome back to the channel. And oh my goodness, you guys, we have got a massive upgrade and update from Zooba. Probably the biggest update they have done in like 2.5 years. I'm not even kidding y'all. Like, this update in Zooba is one of the craziest updates they have done in a long time. This is literally meta changing in the game of Zooba. I'm gonna talk about it all up today and explain all the key things they have changed and added into the game. So y'all just stay tuned and just be prepared to hear some of this crazy information. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, as this place is a place for information about Zooba content, things of that nature, to keep you up to date with this game. And without further ado, let's cue the intro. Alright, starting off with the least significant thing within this new update is the Parko new Christmas skin. It's Christmas Parko. It's a gold skin. Now, typically Zooba, a lot of these skins cost money, so I mean, it might cost some dollars to get the skin, but I mean, it's a nice design. Got Paulo looking very sharp. So yeah, nice little skin for Paulos. Alright, the second change is the new snow theme map on the central zoo. And as you see, I'm using Ursula because she's now the best character on this map, or the best character on this map to use on. So make sure y'all be popping Ursula on this central zoo, as the whole place is filled with snow, which, you know, activates Ursula's passive. So all you Ursula players, start using Ursula on this central zoo, as man, she's overpowered right now. Another addition added in Zooba is now they have 3 legendary guards in game, y'all. 3 legendary opportunities everywhere, and these legendary guards are just not regular guards. These are colossal Shellies who has primal instincts on them, so when you attack them, they will flip back your attacks. These characters are harder, like the guards are very harder now to fight against. And also, I mean, gives a little tease of a boss fight. It's like, it can give us a little tease of that. But yeah, put on, we could try some challenges now with some legendary guard badges, as these guards are crazy. Now we're on to the meta defining changes in the game. Starting off with the most unlikely buff. I would have never thought Zooba would have came out with one. They have given a buff to Tony. Now guys, Zooba has not given out official details on these buffs, but through me playing with some of the characters, I have noticed a big change with a lot of their buffs. So I can give y'all rough details about them. First off, Gigi is way much faster now, and her active ability, she quickly lands on enemies way much sooner. Now the damage of it is still not, you know, adequate for enough, in my opinion, for her to still be usable to use this active. But nonetheless, it's a buff regardless. And of course, Tony got the longest spear now in Zooba. It's not even close. His spear lets him literally to do the electric slide on the Zooba field. Like, he's literally gliding across the board with this spear. I'm gonna make sure to add some velocity on it next time to make sure I have way faster speed when I slide at players. But yes, the spear is crazy. And also, they gave him a new mechanic on his bow. His bow is still the same distance and range, but it's a longer cooldown now for you to use it. But it's more so like the Buddy Steve type bow, as it deals a bunch of damage, a bunch of blunt damage to enemies now. So yes, Tony is now a usable character in the zoo. He's actually fun to play with, as he got one of the longest ranges to catch up the players, and Gigi being much faster allows him to have his speed boost almost all the time. So yes, Tony buff out of nowhere, and yes, this is very, very good for Tony. I love it. Alright, the second character to get a major buff, and this is not even just a game buff, she also got a mechanic buff as well. Elaine, a buff is insanity right now in Zooba. She got buffed with a bunch of HP. She her range on her shotgun was extended, and mainly the new buff is her damage to her pounce and the mechanics of how fast she able to react or attack players. It's no longer delay or long attacks. Elaine is more so like a legit sneak artist. Everything about her is very fast as far as like pouncing and attacking. And as far as like elusiveness, like I always stated how she is, it makes it even more harder to hit. And in general, she just got way more HP to sustain attacks from big players now. Elaine buff is one of the most insane in the cons because of the fact how fast she's able to take players down quickly from 100 to 0 in a flash, and you can't really even do much to react to her because how fast she's moving now. Her ground speed is better, her reaction speed is way much better, and Elaine right now is a usable character. Like now, like when you think about the three cats are like some of the best animals Zooba has came out with as far as like species. The three cats, the Jade, Elaine, and Duke are all three great characters now. And Elaine, the more you play with her, the more I feel like more people will recognize how good she is. So yes, Elaine buff, and I'm really happy for her because a lot of people always gave Elaine some evil slack for over the few years. Another surprise improvement and buff in Zooba, which again I was not expecting this one, but Paulo's got a massive buff in Zooba, y'all. Not only does his pound kick does a lot of damage, even much more than a buck stampede. His damage in general, they buffed up some of his damage attacks, and Paulo's just now is way more damage and making his primal instinct even more necessary to get for this character. As now when you get hit by this blunt kick and also the knockback is crazier, it makes it almost close to always night his enemies now, and him always having the fastest cooldown or having the fastest stun cooldown when you get the primal instinct. Now getting that damage now with that too makes Paulo's a scary character to face in PvP comeback. So yes, man, y'all start using Paulo's. I know he's a zebra, but I like calling him that donkey. The last buff I recognize in game, this is more so again another mechanic change, is Phil's flight ability, as now they have finally fixed the second, which I didn't never tell you guys. In the past, Phil had a bug on his second with his flight. Now they finally fixed that, so now it actually is 1 second for you to fly and be able to pick things up. And also the new change to his flight ability allowing him to immediately dart to enemies, allowing him to have better chances of landing that crazy critical kill shot if you have the primal instinct, and also grabbing stuff way much quicker and making them way more hard to predict when he's about to land. So yes, Phil's new mechanic is way much crazier, making him way much more annoying and making him way much more dangerous now with kill shots, as you can't really react to him no more. He come right at you. Now we're talking about the characters that got nerfed in this game of Zooba. Starting off with the first nerf, which was kind of expected. We have Paco getting nerfed. Yes, now the only thing I really recognize from Paco getting nerfed is the longer duration now it takes for you to use your spit. It does not just come immediately and you can stack up if you got the primal instinct, the damage down. You actually have now counterplay against Paco's when he try to spit on you, because he no longer could instantly spit like and spam the spit over and over. So other than that, and also they increase the duration it takes for him to have his crit shot to come back as well. But I also think they buffed up the damage of his crit shot, so I think they reverted back to his old way of having that high damage crit when he hits you. But it does take longer for you to have your crit shot to come with Paco. But in general, Paco's still a great character. It haven't really moved the needle. It just makes now a more balanced character that you actually have a fighting chance against him. He can no longer spam the spit emote on you now. Alright, the second character nerfed on the list was what I had the best character in Zooba, Rocky. Yes, of course they had to nerf him because I don't know what the devs was thinking when they first came out with him. He had the longest spear, but now he's no longer even have that. They reduced his spear range. They also reduced his bomb radius because his bomb was so big, it was ridiculous. They used to take up the whole field of space if you had cluster bombs. But they also increased the range on it so you could roll the bombs much further. They also reduced his HP from 1700 to 1600, so now he's right there alongside with Duke and Wonder with HP. But other than that, I mean, Rocky's still very great in general because of the Berserk mode. As long as he's going to have the Berserk mode, he's going to always be a great character to use because he heals, get a damage boost, and increase his speed. So Rocky, he's more so balanced now, which this the way he's supposed to been having to begin with. But yeah, he's still super strong. And the last nerf I noticed, which was the most significant nerf in Zooba, was Nico got a nerf. Yes, Nico, you guys, has been nerfed with his chumps. His chumps no longer one-shot enemies. His chumps don't even do over, I don't even think, like all three of them don't even do 80% no more. Like you actually gotta fight with Nico now, and it's you got a fighting chance to actually beat this lizard. He's no longer the most dangerous character in bushes, or his chumps not the most dangerous active in Zooba anymore, in my opinion now, because his chumps does not instantly take players out, as well as they reduce his HP from 1550 to 1350, allowing him to have, you know, lesser room for error. So he gotta, you know, land them chumps way more often and be way more efficient with attacks. So yes, Nico players can no longer spam and just run around and chump players and just instantly deplete them or delete them out the game. You actually gotta now fight with Nico. If you don't be smart with your chumps, you could actually get countered really hard, as he's no longer just running, dragging just with a bunch of damage. So yes, the last nerf, the most significant and the most meta defining change of kind, because now what would the Nico players do now? Because a lot of modes and a lot of different events, people just only use Nico. So yes, that was all of the details. They also got like the last detail, like the new different mechanics, but I went over those as well, with like certain characters, how they attack and things like that. And also the new prestige system, which I didn't even want to cover because yeah, nothing about that. But either way, y'all like and subscribe. I really enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all comment below what y'all feel about this new update, and also give me your thoughts on some of these characters, buffs and nerfs. Like which ones you would like. Try these characters out and explain to me which one you think was gonna make a character way more better. And then also the nerf character, see, like, give me some information what you think about Paco being nerf, how good you think he is now, or you know, Rocky's nerf, or I know a lot of people going to talk about the Nico nerf, because that one y'all gonna really see a difference. But either way, y'all like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Hey you. Yeah, Yet. Subscribe. SUBSCRIB.